So hey guys, I've been getting a lot of questions over the weekend since obviously I went to Tai Lopez's second influencer party and people are asking what's up with him. To answer the question, I've been kind of doing my study looking at Ty's social media profiles, his website, his funnel, and try to understand him a little better and also watch his past videos. I also watched an interview with him with Lewis Howes. If you haven't watched it yet, you can just look up Tai Lopez, Lewis Howes. It's a full hour interview. Before we get deeper into this topic, I know Gary Vaynerchuk, I know Grant Cardone, Tai Lopez, and a few other these motivational guys, and I'm studying them all. On one hand, I can just say, hey, I don't like Tai Lopez and the way he talks and shows Lamborghini. Oh, I don't like Gary Vaynerchuk because he drops F-bombs. Oh, I don't like Grant Cardone because he's just motivational. Be a student and say, hey, these guys have millions of followers. They're each hitting different demographic. Gary Vaynerchuk was with Tai Lopez's show for a specific reason. Tai Lopez is literally like the MTV or like Walmart of like the business side. He's hitting a much more broader demographic, and for people who don't really have access to a lot of people. And he's really Tai Lopez through this interview, which Lois House really drills him a lot of questions. You'll get his thought process, and you'll see he's very self-aware of this whole situation and the demo he's hitting. We're talking about brand and content hacking. What Tai Lopez has done is context hacking. He literally is a growth hacker, where he's showing the things that people like in that demographic. Similar to like Instagram accounts out there, like the luxury and quotes lifestyle. They're showing cars, women, music, new shoes. Tai is doing. Also getting notes about Lois Howes. People said he's said some sexist things. I'm not endorsing anybody here. I'm just saying I'm studying them all. So this comes back to the content and brand hacking. If you're trying to build your own brand, what I'm doing is I'm studying all these different guys, figuring out what works for them, what doesn't, and then figure out where I want to stand. Back on the topic of Tai Lopez, does he actually have a business? Yes, he does. He has over about 30 employees and another office outside the 50K mansion they rent. Ask how does he make money? Again, he talks about a book a day because he gets a percentage of every book he talks about. He just puts an Amazon link. So he got Gary Vee on the show, and he has about like 400,000 views. On top of that, Tai Lopez is an affiliate marketer, so he sells a lot of information products. Products he doesn't necessarily have to own, but he'll get probably 30-40% of every sale. Imagine promoting a product you don't even own, and then you just give a shout out to your millions of followers or even email list, which Ty's email list is like fully automated and it has a huge crazy. That he has 67 steps and also kind of other information products, and information products are so gold because they literally cost nothing after you build it, and it's just residual cash coming. So if you even look at Ty's snaps, you'll see that before even the influencer party, he invited a group called super affiliates to his party, to a private dinner. So super affiliates are essentially guys who just run a ton of big email lists, and they'll take Ty's product and blast and promote. And so Tai doesn't have to have an audience. So at that point, all you need is an information product, again, which is what Tai has, no cost, and people just constantly selling it residual and hitting lists and lists for. Vice versa, you can take their products and help sell them and just make residual money. And so I do believe that Tai is making anywhere from 1 to 4 million a month. So in terms of the influencer party, Tai Lopez has always been big on YouTube specifically, so his growth hack is to expand out in multiple channels and multiple platforms, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. Then it's smart because now he's building an army of new affiliates from other influencers, and he now has a slew of products from health products, fitness, clothing that he can promote through all these other. So Tai only needs to be a middleman broker. He can now get a lot of deal flow and other products from other affiliates and then push that to influencers and still make a cut. One other thing that I'm studying from Tai Lopez is that he is the only Snapchatter I've ever seen that can put 150 snaps or more a day and people still watch it all. To me, it's very interesting because I'm looking at the tactics he's using, different type of categories of content, all the different ways he's storytelling, and it just flows and meshes very well, and he's executing it. So again, I'm taking notes from him, taking notes from Tony Robbins, taking notes from Gary Vaynerchuk, Grant Cardone, John Lee Dumas, all these other guys, and then formulating how I want to go. I think he did some black hat and gray hat stuff initially to kind of grow his brand. Definitely possible. I mean, if you understand the game, especially back then it was Wild West, it is very much. Back then I've seen some crazy black hat affiliate stuff where you simply landed on a big forum or website. They would cookie you with an Amazon eBay code, and every time you bought something, they get a break that down in easy speak. The moment you went to go to a site, they will put a cookie that says, I referred you, when you really didn't refer you, and when you buy something, they get a split. That doesn't work anymore. I've seen people make $150 per lead setting lead signups to eHarmony, and people made millions. I've seen that happen on Craigslist. People spam. That's exactly what he might have done. Made a ton of money off affiliates, got enough money, bought a Lambo, moved to a new place, built information products, sold that, made commission, and then now expanding. You utilize your own personal brand to build a huge list, a huge following. People understand why they want to follow you. Then you can sell them on whatever, in and out. So me going to the party, again, it is what it is. I don't know all of his products. I got invited to the party. I met a lot of good business connections. Ty's a chill dude, and that is. So Meow Chicken Fish does admit that promoting other people's products that aren't your own is not genuine, and that is definitely true. But that's part of the affiliate game for those one. And just with any gray hat, black hat techniques, just understand, study them, and then figure out where you personally want to lie within that meter, and then execute from there. That's up to you.